What up? It's Aaron Moses. Gang, this video is called Activate Your Kids. Let me eat this grape real quick. So, activate your kids. What does this mean? Now, a lot of people, they grow up to not be shit because that's what they see, right? The reason that I have the confidence to go to school, college, over and over again is because both of my parents are college graduates and they both have their master's degrees. I'm not saying that just because you go to college in front of your children that they're going to go to college and be successful. That's obviously that's not a guarantee. But if you do something, if you are an example and they see that they're not dumb, because if my parents can do it, or at least one of my parents, I can have at least half do it or attempt to do it, you know what I mean? I'm really talking about being exceptional in front of your children, man, so they could feel like they not only have a reason, but if they want to do it, that they can do it because you did it, you know what I mean? I'm not saying, okay, look, really this video is coming from a superpower that I have, bro. I just found out that well, a couple years ago, I just found out that I'm really, really good with numbers. Now, where did this come from? My grandmother. My grandmother on my dad's side is amazing with numbers, her memory. So, my grandmother had to move after my grandfather had passed away. You know, RP to YZ. Hold on, excuse me. And we were going through a couple of her things. We found a box that she has stored items in for 10, 15 years. And in this box, there was a combination lock. And then my dad was like, yeah, all right, throw this away. And she was like, what? No, don't throw it away. It's still a good lock. And then he was like, you don't even know the combination to it. How old is this? And she was like, that's probably like 12 years old. I haven't used it in 12 years, but I know the combination to it. And I'm thinking, poor grandma, she is going crazy. She's getting old, senile. And, excuse me, it was a regular little blue combination lock. I don't know how she knew what lock it could have been, because I don't really know how many combination locks my grandmother had to handle. But she told him the combination. She was like, I do know the combination. It's 32, 16, 5. And then he put it in, clink. It worked. I was like, what the fuck? But me seeing this happen in front of my eyes, did something to my brain. It did something to my DNA. Ever since that day, I've been really good with numbers. I've been able to, in some instances, see numbers, see a math problem, close my eyes, and I see the answer to it. No cap. If you ask me what this times this is, or what a big ass number plus a big ass number is, I just naturally, I don't know why, memorizing numbers as well got enhanced after being able to witness that, because that wasn't a regular feat. That was a superhuman ability, bro. I'm not saying superhuman like an X-Man or anything. Like, well, yeah, like an X-Man. I'm not saying that she could lift buildings with her mind, but the fact that the memory part, the memory aspect of it, and that got me, man. It did something to me. I'm not sure if people who have parents who have other skills, maybe Lil Wayne constantly freestyling in front of his son, that could be considered a superpower. And all these star athletes, all these NBA players, all these football players, them seeing their fathers and their mothers, if you have a mother for a professional athlete, seeing them do amazing superhuman type things with their bodies. I don't know if that gives them the ability. I don't know if it gave me the confidence, but it feels like my brain is physically different. It feels like it activated something in my DNA when I always told myself I was never good at math. I always hated math. I was never good at it. Now my career that I'm going to choose, that I am choosing, that I chose, that I'm going to school for, is predominantly based on what I can do with numbers. Interestingly enough, that moment in my life changed my life for forever. Okay, had it not been for that, I probably would be in plumbing school or electric school or doing something that I don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? I think accounting is very interesting. I think it's something I'll be really good at. And that's one reason that I'm doing it, man. So shout out to all the parents and all the grandparents out there who show their children greatness and that actually actively try to activate their seeds and their offsprings and the essence that they put on this planet, man. Shout out to all of y'all. Everybody else, you know, I got this real philosophy. I got it from my mother, man, because she was talking about a family member of ours who was project living, who was not working, and she said she felt bad for her children, especially the little girls that she had, because they didn't have the opportunity to see greatness in their household when it comes to, studiousness and being scholastic. You know, they saw their parents, they saw their mother at least, collecting whatever, living off the government, not going to work every day. And so that pretty much, I think they're both in college at this point, but I don't know how healthy that is to see your parents not be shit every fucking day and smoke weed, you know? Excuse me. But at the end of the day, man, be great, man. Even if you don't want to really go to college, even if you feel like, just be great in front of your kids, man. Because that's gonna make them, because especially boys, bro, that's gonna make them want to they want to be better than you at some point. It's the philosophy is called killing your father. They want to be better than you at some point, and they want to at least be able to brag on your name. Shit, every time that I want to make a certain type of point, I can always say both of my parents came from the trenches and went to fucking school and finished, and they're being successful. Don't you want your kids to be able to brag on your name? Don't you want your kids to be roasting the shit out of somebody and use your name to make an example, to be to embarrass that person? Don't you? It's funny. It's funny to hear, and it's really fun to do. But yeah, man, that's Air Bowlers out the bay, you the bay, we the bay together, man. Lights in the breath, breathe it in. Peace.